Hello student, today I brought a video on the topic acids, bases and salt. This topic belongs to the chapter 2 of chemistry in class 10th. What is acid? Last video it was discussed the general definition of acid, but some definition that is given by the Arrhenius and Bronsted-Lowry we will discuss in this video, and how the acids when dissolved in water produce hydrogen ion, and when bases dissolve in water how they produce hydroxide ion. It was discussed by the in this video. This is given this concept given by the Arrhenius. Now according to Arrhenius, substances that produce hydrogen ions, that is H plus, when dissolved in water are called acid. And next, bases are defined as acids. HCl acid is produce hydrogen ion when dissolved in water. Next, bases is the substance that produce hydroxide ion, OH ion, when dissolved in water. Sodium hydroxide is one of the common and strong bases. A strong base, alkali, when it dissolved in water, it produces sodium plus ion, hydroxide ion. But according to Arrhenius, whenever acid dissolved in water, they must produce hydrogen ion, and the bases when dissolved in water, they must produce hydroxide ion. That is the hydroxide for the bases and hydrogen ion for the acid. That is the concept given by the Arrhenius. Now, next, theory about the acid and base is given by Bronsted-Lowry concept. An alternative definition: Bronsted-Lowry acid is the proton acceptor, proton donor. Proton donor, that means proton is basically the hydrogen nucleus. That means a hydrogen donor. But it is given in the term of the hydrogen nucleus, that the proton donor. And the Bronsted-Lowry basis is the proton acceptor. According to Bronsted-Lowry, that the substances or the species that capable to donate proton is called base acid, and the species that are capable to accept proton is called bases. Here given here, acid donate hydrogen ion to the base, and here acids, so acids considered to, so the substance is considered to be acid, and the substance which accepted proton is considered to be bases. Here acid and bases is the two conjugate substance, one of the donator of proton and one of the acceptor of proton, that is the conjugate substance. Now we are going to discuss about the works for the non-aqueous solution and explained by the NH3 is the ionic basic. Now here given NH3 and H2O. NH3, that is the ammonia, and H2 when they react each other. Here NH3 and H2, H2O act as an acid. H2 is the dual nature. It also act an acid and basis. It also accept the hydrogen and also donate the hydrogen. In this case, NH3 when react with water, hydrogen, water donate the hydrogen ion to ammonia, and ammonia become the ammonium ion, positive ion, and water become the hydroxide ion. That is given in this slide, in this next reactions. NH4 becomes present in the aqueous solution in the form of positive ion, and hydroxide present in the form of negative ion as aqueous solution. That is the concept given by the Bronsted-Lowry base. Here NH3 act as an basis and H2 act as an acid. Acid as donor and basis as acceptor. Here NH plus becomes because when accepting a proton, and OH becomes H2O becomes H hydroxide when it release one electron, one proton. That is the hydroxide. Next we will discuss about the acid base theory given by the earliest again in detail. An acid is any substance that ionize partially or completely. Some acids ionize, dissociate partially. That's called weak acids, and the acids which are dissociates completely in water when dissolved in water are called considered to be strong acids. So the acids may be two types. So the substance that organize partially or completely in water to give hydrogen ion. What will the strong acid or base acid? If the acid they partially or completely dissociate and to give hydrogen ion, they must give hydrogen ion, which associate with the solvent to give the hydronium ion. When hydrogen produced, it immediately attached with the water molecule and form hydronium ion. That is the also positive one. H plus H2O, it become H3O a positive. It is called hydronium ion. Now, next is here HA stands for acid, H2O the solvent. Now it is dissociated to form hydronium ion, and here becomes negative ion present in the acid. Now bases, any substance that ionized in the water to give hydroxyl ion, that is H2O. Weak, partially ionized bases generally ionize as follows. Look here, this bases H2O. Bases is the producer of base, base and H2O. Now here what would be the hydrogen is released by the H2O, and it contained by the base and become BH plus, and OH, the remaining part of the H2O become OH, that is the hydroxide. The strong bases such as metal hydroxide, that is the metal and hydroxide, it becomes Mn and NOH due to the release of the negative ions, that is the OH, it is hydroxyl ion. The positive ion is split and negative ion is split. That is the hydroxide, and it is the metal hydroxide, that is alkali or base. Now, here the dissociation of acids in water is illustrated by figure. Here the HCl, the gaseous state, when it dissolves in water, due to the attraction of the water is a polar substance, also polar covalent compound, and HCl also polar covalent compound. So the water pull the hydrogen ion and form hydronium ion, and the chlorine also pulled by the water molecule and become the aqueous solution of chlorine. It is given in the next slide in detail. Now here, strong acid completely dissolve, completely dissociate into the hydrogen ion. That means it produces a large amount of hydrogen ion. Here HCl completely dissociate and H plus and H plus and minus Cl, negative and positive ion. This arrow stands for the complete part dissociation. Now weak acid, that is ethyl alcohol here, acetic acid, in which H2O when dissolved it becomes CH3Cl, but here H is not completely dissociated on dissolving in water. Here H is associated with the acetate radical. Only this H, that is this H, is detached from the dissociating when dissolved in water. So it is considered to be weak acid due to the partial dissociation of hydrogen ion. The strong acid, strong bases here given. Strong bases, sodium hydroxide is also completely dissociate to form sodium ion and hydroxide ion. So it is considered to be strong base. Now weak bases, consider the ammonia when dissolved in water, it takes the hydrogen protons from the water and becomes hydronium ion. Here hydronium ion and hydrogen remains as hydroxide ion. In this case, it is the weak bases. It is the hydronium ion also weak base. These are the dissociation of acid or base in water. In the next slide, how the acids, hydrochloric acid when dissolved in water, it dissociate to form hydrogen ion and chlorine ion. But some covalent compound that dissolve in water do not produce hydrogen ion like the sugar, glucose. It is also contain hydrogen, but they do not furnish hydrogen ion. Why it happens so? That is the cause I am going to discuss. Some covalent compound are polar compound. What is the polar compound? I am going to discuss about it. Polar compound which have two atoms pull on the electron unequally. The covalent compound which consists of two atoms and pull on the electrons, the share pair electron by this constant atom. The more electronegative atoms will pull the harder and acquire a slightly negative charge, and the less electronegative atom will pull less and acquire a slightly positive charge. In this is denoted by the delta plus and delta minus here. In this diagram, this is the non-polar covalent compound. Non-polar covalent compound, that is the carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, both have equal attraction of the share pair of electron. So they do not produce, they have not positive or negative ion at this end. Now, but in the case of hydrogen fluoride, yeah, sodium hydrochloric acid, hydrogen fluoride, the share pair of electron is not equally attracted by the hydrogen or fluorine. Fluorine attract the hydrogen share pair electrons more force, and the hydrogen is not attracted, do not attract the share pair electron. So at the end of the fluorine, negative charge is appeared as amount of delta plus, delta minus, and the positive charge is appeared on at the end of the hydrogen, and so it is called the polar covalent compound. It is also happened in the case of water. Now, it is given discuss detail what are the polar covalent compound and what are the non-polar covalent compound, ionic compound. Here non-polar covalent compound, equally sharing of electrons, that's like a sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide. Here polar compound, that is the HCl or the HF, that is the hydrochloric acid, inequally sharing of electron. So delta plus appeared the hydrogen and delta minus appeared on the negative radicals. Ionic compound which no sharing of electrons, so charge is not producing, only it is the transfer of electron, so the charge is not appear on this end of the ionic bond. These are the concept of the polar covalent bond and the electro bond, ionic bond. Now here HCl is described like that: polar compound bond bonding the electrons shared unequally between the two atoms partially charged on the atom. Here delta plus is appeared on the end of the hydrogen and delta minus appeared at the end of the chlorine. So it is called polar covalent compound. Objective is that when this compound, polar compound, is dissolved in water, water is also polar compound and hydrochloric acid is also polar compound. When it dissolved in water, the positive end of the negative end of the water molecule attached with the hydrogen constitute of the hydrochloric acid, and the positive end of the water molecule attached with the chlorine atom, and due to the attachment a pull force is appeared in the molecules of hydrochloric acid and they split into two parts. Hydrogen again surrounded by the water molecule and form aqueous solution of hydrogen ion, that is called hydronium ion, and chlorine also appear as a negative ion and also associated with the water molecule, so it is extended as a aqueous solution of chlorine. It is given in the next slide. Here the water molecules, and here the hydrochloric acid. Hydrogen is attached with the water molecules and form the hydrogen ion, and chlorine is detached from the HCl, and in this way dissociation of acid is possible. Here also given it is the illustrated diagram. Here the structural diagram. Here hydrogen is given to the water molecules, and thus it becomes the hydronium ion, and chlorine is discharged. H2O acid base, H2O act as a base because it accepts the hydrogen, and HCl consider the acid because it donates the hydrogen. On the basis of Bronsted-Lowry theory, this reaction, it is the one substance is donate hydrogen and one substance is accept hydrogen. So H2O act as an basis, and the HCl act as acid. That is the concept of Bronsted-Lowry theory. And the dissociation is happened due to the polar nature of hydrochloric acid and the polar nature of water molecule. Now here, in the polar nature, the HCl also positive and negative charge, and H2O is also positive and negative charge. And this opposite charges, this water molecules attach with the opposite charges of end of the hydrochloric acid, and the hydrochloric dissociate into two parts. Here Bronsted-Lowry concept is also given for the strong acid and strong bases. The strong acid or base is almost completely ionized. HNO3 it is the acid, a strong acid, and H2O it is hydronium ion and nitrate ion. Weak acids and bases do not fully ionize. Here HCl, HF hydrofluoric acid, H2O the hydronium fluoride, H2O plus NH3. NH3 is ammonia. Here it is given here. There are two conjugate substances, one the donor of proton and one of the acceptor of proton. The substance which donor of proton is called the acid, and the substance which accept the proton is stand as a basis. Here hydrogen donate the hydrogen ion to the ammonia, and the hydrogen H2O becomes a act as acid that becomes hydroxide ion, and NH3 accept the electron, accept the proton that is donated by the H2O and become the positive ammonium ion. So it is the conjugate acid as donor, it is the conjugate acid as donor, and it is the conjugate base as donor. Now this is the concept given in the Bronsted-Lowry concept. One of substances stand as acid that donate hydrogen, that is the proton, and the basis is the substance which accept the proton. These are the conjugate two substance. And one substance donate protons, and one substance accept proton. These are the two conjugate. In this way, acid and base is defined. Okay, student. Next video we will discuss about another topic. Okay, thank you.